This is the Owl of Wisdom. Like and subscribe for 10 years of good luck. If you don't, it won't be pretty. For those geniuses in school who got straight A's, who or what motivated you most? I was smart growing up, and it became my only identifiable character trait, so by the time I got to high school I had to get A's, or I was nothing. When things got hard, I adapted because grades were all I had to make me special. Fear of not having a good career in future. And unfortunately I'm becoming less responsible, though I still pass with good grades, not with the ones I had got before. I have straight A's in college right now. I threw away a lot of chances when I was in high school, but as I've gotten older I've realized I'm at the only point in my life where hard work is actually likely to pay off. My family has overworked themselves for generations with no positive results, and I owe it to them to take advantage of my opportunities and try to make a better life for all of us, even if I end up being overworked. I needed evidence to support my theory that I was better than all of my classmates. My anxiety, as well as my goal to get out of my situation. I grew up in poverty, and it was always my goal to go to college so I could get a stable career and start earning money for myself and everything else that comes with that. The beating I would get if I didn't get those grades. They came easily, but I would study and always went to class. The amount of effort I did put in was because I liked knowing I could do horribly on the final and still pass the class, so it took off the pressure. Too bad the amount of studying I did made the finals easy, and I would ace those to lol. Perfectionism. I can't explain why, but I force myself to do perfect on everything in school, even though there is no real difference between a 100 and a 90 in a class. Fear of letting down my parents. I need to be better than everyone else. I was seen as clever and a high achiever by most people in my life, teachers, peers, family, so felt I'd be a disappointment if I didn't do well. There was also the fear of being picked on as well. I was also just good at exams. Though these fears still existed in my last year of high school, I did end up without straight A's, partly because I wasn't in a good place at the time, and also partly because I'd already got into uni with my grades from the year before, so there wasn't much motivation for me to do well besides pride. The ABCs with strict parents be like: A equals acceptable, B equals beating, C equals cry, D equals dinner is gone, F equals find new parents. No real motivation. It was pretty easy until university, and I didn't really have a lot of friends, so I guess loneliness. Competition. I wanted to be the best. I didn't care too much about my specific marks, as long as it was the highest in the class. Competitiveness. I always felt I was smart, but that's subjective. The only quantitative way to prove it to myself was via class rank and grades. Even if I didn't agree that they were a true measure, it is what it was. Also, several scholarships I was eyeing had requirements of certain class rank benchmarks, so there was a financial motivation as well. Desperate need for approval and a voracious curiosity, inability to take part in something without fully committing to it, some smarts and drive that's not embraced at home, and honest interest. Those who supported me, and those who doubted and insulted me. Of course, the scars run deep, but I started to become a more successful person in school. In middle school, people kinda hated me and insulted me behind my back. I was at A's and B's, but I noticed that the assignments and participation carried me through most of it. High school, which is right now, I got about 3.9 GPA last year. In addition to having that same score now, I was the first one people went to for help on any subject. I also managed to help a kid who was failing algebra receive an A on the quiz. No, there was no cheating. My confidence was better than ever, and I still continue to do amazing in school. I have my parents to thank the most, otherwise I would be behind on where I was now. Mom with the sandal. Thanks for watching the Chronicles of Reddit. Like and subscribe for a marvelous life of adventure.